Okay, so we're going to talk about blood types today, specifically multiple alleles. Multiple alleles are 3 or more alleles of a particular trait, okay? So blood types, if you know, I always ask students, what are the different blood types? A, B, AB, and O. Those are the different blood types, okay? There's 4 different blood types. So if you ever donate blood, then you figure out what blood type you are and whatnot. Okay, so the genotypes, this gets, you have to pay attention a little bit. The genotypes kind of look like the phenotypes, but the blood type is blood type A. It's not like it's blood type yellow, or I get yellow and white mixed up. This is white. Blood type white or whatever. It's blood type A. So the genotype to give you that is big A, or big AO. If you look in your textbook, it tells you the genotype is big A, like this. This is the genotype. Okay, so they do it like that. The reason why they show you like this is to show you that the A is dominant, because they use an I to show you, it's capital I, it's dominant, and then the little I is recessive. That's great if you want to use this. Then the B blood type is big I, big E, if you're interested in that, and then AB looks like this, and then IO. Okay, that's what your book says. I've had so many students tell me how confusing that is, so we just do this. Okay, the O is recessive. Just that's all you need to know is the O is recessive, which you could figure out if you just look at this. Because look for a second, if this is the phenotype and the genotype is AO, obviously the A is the one that shows up, so O is recessive. Okay, so the phenotype A, blood type A, the genotype is big A, or big AO. Phenotype, blood type B, big B, big B, O. But phenotype, blood type AB, because they're equal, right? The only way O shows up is if there's 2 O's, because the O is a recessive one, okay? So you do need to know this, all right? But we'll go over it enough today that hopefully it'll make sense. Okay, so we're going to use my family, because that's fun when you use real live people, right? So my mom, her blood type is A. My dad, his blood type is B. Great, let's figure this out. What's the phenotypes? Let's figure out the genotypes. If her blood type is A, what are her possible genotypes? So this is the phenotype. What are the genotypes? It could be, let's look up here, big A, or it could be big A, O. All right. With my dad, he was blood type B. What were his possible genotypes? Okay, let's look up here, B, up here, genotype, big B, big B, O. There you go. All right. Well, how are we going to figure out what's what? What are we crossing again? Are we crossing 2 traits or 1? Monohybrid cross, we're crossing 1 trait. So the trait here is blood type. So we're going to use 1 box. 1 Punnett square. There we go. See that? Okay, so we have to cross 4 different times, because look, we're going to have to cross big A with big B. We'll cross this one. We'll cross big A with big B, because I want to know what my genotype is. That's why we're doing this. We want to figure this out. Okay, now we can do it. Big A, little O, big B, and big A, O, big B, O. So we're going to cross it 4 times. Oh, you can't see that. I'm sorry. I'm going to move my head way over here. Okay, so we're going to cross it 4 times. So this one, let's do this one first, okay? So we'll put my mom's genotypes up here, and my dad's over here. We just cross it like a normal Punnett square. All right, so AB. We're always going to write AB because that's this blood type right here. It's not called BA blood. That'd be silly. That'd be like, bah. It'd be like a sheep. We're not doing that. So AB. So we're just going to do phenotypes for now. Phenotype is 100% AB. Oh, I forgot to tell you. My blood type is me. They're telling you my blood type. B. I have B blood. So what are my possible genotypes? B. Oh. So could this be the combination? So that one is a no-go. Let's do the next one. Big A, Oh, you want me to draw the Punnett square first? Okay, I can do that. There you go. Big A. Big A. What's the next one? Big B. Oh. Let's fill this beast out. A, B, A, O, A, B, A, O. What is the phenotype? Okay, so we have 50% A, B, 50% phenotype A. Do I write AO? Do I write that? No. AO is a genotype. The phenotype is A. So 50% A. Okay, what is my blood type again? B. Is that in here? Dang it. We're at 0 for 2. Okay, so now we want to cross AO times BB. Let's do that. From a Punnett square, Punnett square, AO, BB. Put the parents on the top and the sides. What do we got here? AB, AB, B. Oh gosh, it smells. B. Oh. Do you get it? No? Oh, okay. Have your brother explain it to you. Okay, so let's see. What's the phenotype here? Phenotype 50% AB. 50% what? What's this one called? B. Very good. Ooh, could this be it? Oh, could it? Let's check. Let's check. Me. Oh, B. Yes. Ooh, this is a possibility. Maybe. I'll circle it. Ooh, let's do the last one because we never know. Gotta keep looking. A, O, B, O. Oh, you want me to draw a Punnett square? Sorry. Okay, A, B, A, O, B, O, O, O. Oh, look at that. That is a variety of spice of life, isn't it? 25% A, B, 25% B, 25% A. Remember, we don't write AO, we're on phenotype. 25%. Oh, well, my parents could have had anyone. So, it could be this one. Could it be this one? Yeah, it could. So, it could be these two. So, let's look. Oh, it cannot be this. We know for a fact because we already crossed both big A's off, right? We crossed them both off. They didn't work. So, therefore, we know for a fact my mom is AO. But look at, my dad could be either. I forgot to tell you. Jeez Louise, I keep forgetting to tell you stuff. My brother is type O blood, brother. Brother number 1. He's O blood. So what's his genotype? It's up here. Uh-oh. So does this one down here have O anywhere? No, it had A, B, and B. Cross that off. This marker's going dead. So what do my parents' genotype have to be? AO and BO. So we cross this off. Look at that. So then what does my genotype have to be? Can we figure that out? Let's look here. We know it has to be AO times BO. So let's go backwards. It had B blood. What was the genotype to give you that B blood? BO. So my genotype is BO. Look at that. I can figure all that out just by doing this. So guess what else I did? I had some kids. So me, let's go back. What is mine again? I'm type blue blood. What was my genotype? Do you remember? Okay. So genotype BO. Okay, me. Husband. Guess what his blood type is? B. Oh my gosh, we were so meant to be together because we have the same blood type. Okay, so what are his possible genotypes? Do you remember? BB or BO? BB and BO. Okay, draw a line there. So then I ask, right? I ask his family because I'm so interested in this. I'm like, hey, what's your genotype? And his sister was like, shut up. Why are you asking me this at Christmas? You're dumb. Like, weird. I don't understand. And then so I asked his mom, and she's like, yeah, I don't know. So like she didn't know. And I think that's as far as I got. And they're gonna stop asking after that. Well, then we had a bunch of kids, right? And I asked with my daughter, my oldest daughter, I was like, blah, 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 and they told me her blood type was B. They just told me right away I had her in Minnesota, and they were like super helpful and kind. So that daughter had blood type B. Is that helpful? We'll say daughter number 1. Number 1 had blood type B. She had B. So what's her possible genotype? Did you see it? Big B, big B, big B. Okay, if we know, let's cross these. Let's cross husband and wife. Let's cross them. I got a fun story coming up, so don't hang up yet. So BO times big B, BO times BO. Okay, let's fill them out. Big B, what are my offspring going to have? Pheno. And you'll bet your bottom dollar that I did this before I had kids, just so you know. I already knew. It's totally normal to predict the genotype, or not genotype, predict the blood type of your children. It's totally normal. This is 100% B. Okay. Let's check this one over here. This is phenotype 75% B, 25% O. Look at that. So the only way to tell what my husband's genotype is, big B or big B, big B, big B, or big B O, is either finding out if any of his siblings had anything other than B, or checking the blood type of my kids. So I had kid number 2. He's a boy. Son number 2. Well, he ended up being an emergency C-section because he had fetal tachycardia, and so they like induced me, and then he didn't really like that in the womb, so then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have my heart rate go from like 180 beats, it was over 200 beats per minute, down to 30, because I don't want you to give birth to me. So then they're like, emergency C-section, and this was during H1N1, and my husband couldn't get off work, so I had like my best friend from college there. It was a hot mess, right? So my husband wasn't there, she was in the waiting room, or in the the labor room with me, and like everything was fine, and all of a sudden and then it wasn't. So his heart rate went down to 30 beats per minute, and then they like rushed me in, and they like put the oxygen mask, and they put me under, right? Excuse me. They got him out, they did the little defibrillator thing on him, shocked his heart, put him in a spaceship. It wasn't a real spaceship, but it looked like one. And then they're like, I'm coming to, right? And this is in Rochester, Minnesota. And I'm coming to, and I'm like, hey, doctor. And like, I'm like, what's my son's blood type? Swear to God, that was like the second. I'm like, is he okay? And they're like, yeah, he's in the spaceship. And they didn't say spaceship. Whatever. And then I'm like, so what's his blood type? And the doctor was like, what? And I go, I teach genetics, and I do this like example of where I explain what my family's blood type is, so I really need to know his blood type. And he was like, what? He literally just got done shocking my son so he didn't die. And I'm like, what's his blood type? I mean, I was on drugs, it's fine. And then my friend was there, and so the doctor's right here. It's like right here where the lady bank camera, like cleaning everything up. And then my friend is over here, okay, by this coffee container. And she's like, Kathy, and I look at her, this is me to her. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about my son's blood type. He doesn't care. He's right. She's like, he's right there. And I'm like, whatever. He doesn't care. Never found out his blood type, but I think it's B. I think it's what they told me. I think I looked on his charts and stuff. So first 2 kids still can't figure it out, because remember, 75% chance of B. So first 2 kids. The last 2, I stopped caring. Because I had 4. I think I asked with Mom Pearl, but she was a pretty rough delivery, so I'm not for sure. I remember saying that sucked. So, and then Hayden, he was also emergency C-section, and with him, I almost died instead of the kids. So I know I didn't ask with him. I was just grateful to not be dead. So there's that. So I can't tell you. I don't know the answer. I don't know. I am assuming that he is BO. My husband is BO, because I'm assuming someone in his family has like A or O blood or something. To be determined. I'll keep you posted. So now what I want you to do is I need you to cross A and AB blood type. Okay, we'll say he's a male. With an A blood type. So with a female, obviously. All right, hit pause. Did you hit pause? I like to do that. It looks like you hit pause. We did. Okay, and then I'm going to fill it out. But first I'm going to sneeze. Okay, I have to sneeze. So we have AB. So what is the genotype of AB? Oh, it's AB. Can you hit pause? Go hit pause and see if you can do this on your own. Okay, what is A? AA or AO? All right, so we need 2 boxes. AB. So we need to cross, I'll show you. AA times AB and AA times AO. A times AA. What do we get? B, A, B. What is our phenotype? I might ask you on the test to list the genotype, but right now we're just doing phenotype. So 50% A, 50% AB. Okay, let's do over here. So we did that one already. A, oh, can we have any AB kids? Let's check. A, O, yeah. Phenotype. 50% A, 50. Just kidding. See, I messed up there. You gotta pay attention. What's going on? I almost messed up. 100% A blood phenotype. So with this cross, AA is AO, all of their kids are going to have A blood. With this cross, 50% A, 50% B. So I always think that's weird when the parent can have like AB blood, but then the kids can't. Depends upon the spouse. Isn't that interesting? All right. Let me know if you have questions.